I love using an old-fashioned telephone. You can have a conversation. You can do it most anywhere you are. You don't have to wonder if your microphone's working or your camera's right or your angle's right or is the backdrop too light or dark or whatever. So this, I think, a handful of points like technology. Let's just for fun, Cam. And I'm not quite sure how to ask you the questions, but technology, the way people use it today, and how you've seen it, the need for it or not need for it. Do you have thoughts about that?
The thing is, IT is here, and you're either going to develop it or work with it in a way that it's going to help you, or you're going to fail. In our business, I'm seeing changes in technology and so forth, and I'm just waiting for the things to happen that I've been told are in the process of happening now, to see how that's going to benefit us, and how it's going to enable us to make more money more quickly.
How do you see technology working for or against us over time, and the things that you've seen happen over
Well, I
time?
think when things develop, it's working against us because nobody knows how the hell to do it, and there are glitches, and there are few people who are expert on how to go through the magic of coding, so I just sit here and wait. When I was in a business at one time where we did very big productions for corporate audiences, and we did them with slides, and then all of a sudden you could do a slide on a computer. And that changed the dynamic very quickly. Then we would do things that we would program manually. Now you can just hit a button and everything happens. There's a lot of eye candy and that sort of thing that with just touching a button. Before we had to do it manually, and it was beautiful the way it came out. But now you can do it very easily. Your secretary or your assistant can easily do it. What it would and what it would also cost a company $100,000 to do for a large meeting.
And then it's interesting. Do you how much over time have you relied on that? Have you relied on new technology?
I rely on it every day because of the telephone, the telephoning, the sending of data backwards and forwards. When I started here, we would do it with a fax machine. Now we're doing it where it is much more professional.
So the technology feels more. It helps you come across more
It's more
professionally.
21st century now, and it's quicker, much quicker.
Do you do just? And I know we're talking about what we do specifically, but do you send? Do you when you send your agreements out? Are they the click to accept stuff that you do, or do you? How do you do it?
The associations help me with this a great deal because they want to be on the very front edge of the marketing that they do, and they do some neat things. They'll send out emails and blasts on Fridays that five for Friday, that sort of thing, and I get results from those. So the technology really helps us whether we know it or not. Information gets out there much faster, and whether and the customer determines whether or not they need your service or your program that could possibly save them some money or enhance the way they're taking cards now.
You know, it's interesting. I think and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but part of what you're talking about is really the perception. It's maybe not necessarily needed, but people want to look good.
Yes, they do. They want to look. They want to look current.
Yeah. You know, I remember when the websites, right? Your websites. You remember easily when there wasn't an internet, right?
Absolutely, no such thing.
And then there was, and I think keep in mind, you know, where technology is good and used like you were saying, whether it's a perception thing or it just makes things quicker, better, stronger, faster. And when it's
you're right, but also now with our hardware that we use to process cards, now we're getting to the point where these terminals can help these businesses run themselves.
Yeah, more so, huh?
And you know, I'm an equal to as far as IT as probably Daffy Duck would be. I know how to turn a computer on and I know how to turn a computer off, and I know some of the things that I have to know to do, and it's getting really good now that we've got things that are creating solutions to problems.
Like what are some examples that come to mind?
Well, having, for instance, with Clover, they now have so many apps and business tools that can help a business run the business. And it's my understanding that greater things are around the corner, and I'm waiting for those things to come to light to figure out how that's going to help me with my specific and kind of oddball clientele that I have.
Yeah, and you do a lot of. You're probably referring to medical, right? Is that right? Yeah, yeah. I guess that's coming out shortly. Be interesting to see.